Hi, welcome to Greg Smith's Cinematic Review. So back in 1997, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were a couple of struggling young actors, the same as thousands of others. They'd had some small screen time in other films, but nothing that had put them centre of the camera, nothing close to a leading role. So they decided to do something that on the face of it was insane. They would write their own movie. Industry insiders told them that two young actors with no writing experience writing their own film that they would star in being financed was laughable. Well, it turns out that that laughable idea would go on to be nominated for 9 Academy Awards, winning 2 of them, one of which was for Best Original Screenplay.
On the campus of one of America's leading universities.
There is a problem on the main hallway chalkboard. It took my colleagues and I more than 2 years to prove it. And I'm hoping that one of you might prove it by the end of the semester.
The most gifted mind to ever enter its classrooms.
This is correct. Who did this?
Is the person who cleans its floors.
The movie stars Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Minnie Driver, Stellan Skarsgård, and the late Robin Williams. The movie centres around Will Hunting, who has a above genius IQ, a once-in-a-generation intellect. But he also has suffered physical abuse in his childhood, and because of that he shies away from his gift. He's also developed a damaging fuck you attitude to authority. That eventually ends up with him looking at some jail time. Until a prominent math professor at the university he works at as a janitor steps in and convinces the judge to release him into his custody on one condition: that he sees a therapist.
When he shrinks, you go to before me.
Fine. I need someone who can get through to him.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped. Let's let the healing begin.
One of the conditions of the film being financed by Miramax Studios was that they get a named actor, a well-established actor, to play the role of therapist Sean Maguire. Robin Williams turned out to be that actor, and he would do the script justice by giving a career best performance, eventually winning the movie's second Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. But then all the cast are great. Helped by the fact that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are best friends in real life, you completely believe that Will Hunting and his best friend Chucky have known each other forever. Likewise, the romantic interest in the film played by Minnie Driver. Her and Matt Damon were dating in real life, and that chemistry comes across on screen. But the dynamic between the pair is great. She's a gifted student at Harvard, and he's a school janitor with a juvenile record as long as your arm. But he's possibly more clever than anyone that's ever attended Harvard in its entire history. And that makes for a lot of entertaining scenes between the pair. The direction for the movie is solid, but then Gus Van Sant is a seasoned enough director to know that with writing this good, set up the camera and get out of the way. Let the script and the actors breathe, and to his credit, that's exactly what he does here. But the element that lifts Good Will Hunting from the very good to the exceptional are the scenes between Matt Damon and Robin Williams. Will has a deep emotional pain because of that physical abuse he suffered at the hands of his father. He uses that fierce intellect to lock that pain away so nobody can get to it, so nobody can experience a real relationship with him. In some of the film's funniest moments, he gets rid of therapist after therapist, using his intelligence to embarrass them or outsmart them into a refusal to work with him. And that eventually leads to Robin Williams' character, Sean. And initially, Will uses the same manipulation tactics that he does with the other therapists. And in the beginning this works, but Sean is very clever in his own right, and he comes back at Will with the one thing that Will can't, and that's genuine life experience. Sean's fought in a war, he's experienced true love and deep grief, so Sean ends up succeeding where all others have failed. By bringing all that life experience to bear, he gets past Will's defences.
You talk to him at all about his future? Give him time to figure out what he wants. I can't learn anything from you unless you want to talk about you. You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing.
The best example of this is the iconic scene played out on the park bench next to the pond. This scene has become famous in the pantheon of cinema's great moments. Robin Williams, famous for his madcap improvisational skills, delivers his lines with a soft-spoken, world-weary calmness. It's reserved and pulled back, and in my opinion is one of his finest moments on camera. The sad fact that Robin Williams would go on to take his own life years later just serves to make the scene all that more poignant and powerful. Will and Sean's relationship is the heartbeat of the film. It's at times an intellectual chess match, at times big brother, little brother, at times father figure and son, at times adversarial, but it's always engaging. To this day, Good Will Hunting remains one of my favourite films. I watch it pretty regular. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And if you have seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you down the road. Thanks for watching.